Shut up and sit down.
Right, guys, welcome back to another video. You may be wondering what I'm doing inside TrackDayR. TrackDayR is a kind of a MotoGP street bike simulator that came out early access on Steam in March of 2021. Well, May 23rd, that's a week away. They're going to release a major update that is going to start to include some motocross, supercross, and enduro content. Very, very, very early days, you know, for this motocross stuff. And I'm going to show you this. It's kind of it's a work in progress. I saw a video of them doing super enduro and I was like, whoa, what is this? So I went to the Discord and, they got in, I got in the development team build. They let me try it out. So right here, you can see I'm selecting this is a beta 300 two-stroke, I believe. It's a pretty common model we've seen for sale before someplace. But it is right there. I can also select this. It is a KTM model, just rebranded with the Mad Cow decals. Kind of weird having the bike idle inside of the menu here, but I'm going to switch back to this two-stroke. And we are going to do some super enduro in this one. So we're going to go over to track day. That's just like your testing here. We're going to come over, scroll over, and we have the super enduro. And this was really interesting to me. So, you know, I made the super enduro track in MX bikes, and I've actually made a couple others from the World Championship enduro rounds, but I have not released them yet. Probably won't be a while until I see how some things pan out in MX bikes as far as the physics. Race options, I'm just going to switch that to 24 hours, but you can see this. There's different times of the days that you can set this. So this game is made using the Unity 3D engine. I'm going to set this tonight and we're going to look and see what we got going on there with lighting. But pretty cool. It doesn't have like a transition through these different times of days, but you can set the time of day that you want because this game supports real-time lighting and shadows, unlike some other games that we know. All right, we are in a session now, and let's go to track. So default view, and you can see we have a rider. He has some kind of motocross boots on, but he has a street bike helmet. His posture is really weird right now. So again, remember, I'm imagining this is like beta 1 of what MX bikes looks like or something. But they are, you know, just started working on the motocross physics, MX bikes, enduro, supercross physics for these things. So the rider animations, all of that is not complete. But as you can see, we are at night. Those lights up above are shadow shining down on us in real time. So that's pretty cool. Again, the physics and the rider controls, there is only a lean right and lean left, your steering. There's a rider front and back lean, but there's no independent right or left lean of the body like in MX bikes or probably MX Sim, or even, I don't even know if Milestone has a rider lean left and right, but definitely that is a disadvantage, I think. You know, I'm very used to using the rider lean in MX bikes. Especially in enduro or, you know, just off-camber type things, waiting outside peg and corners. That does not happen in this. The virtual rider is just, you're just putting the lean right or left, really the steering. You're giving steering input and he's leaning. There is also no independent controls for sitting and standing right now. It's all just automatic. He will sit or stand, it seems like, whenever he wants. And there is some weird physics. Okay, this is kind of cool. You guys can see this. So when you crash, you actually have to go pick your bike up. I don't know how this would be when, you know, like let's say an MX bike's first corner crash. You would have 15 people down all running around trying to pick up their bikes. It'd be kind of crazy. See if that would happen. Now, did you guys just see what I did there? That was a pivot turn. So one of the very first things I asked with the dev, I says, if you'd like to make like some enduro riders happy, put in a pivot, the ability to do a pivot turn. So one day later, the developer had a kind of a prototype of it, and now it's included in the game. So you lean all the way back, full gas, and then left or right, and he should pivot around. Let's try it. And there we go. Try it to the right now. I got the timing. You have to get the timing. Maybe I have to be in first. No, that didn't quite work. Those first two worked though. But anyways, very responsive, the dev. They're really working on getting the major release done for their main stuff, not the MX stuff right now. But once that is done, he said they plan to... Oh, now my bike... Oh, there we go. And that is another thing. There is no push bike backwards or forwards like in MX bikes, where when you're... There's no way to reposition. So sometimes it rolls backwards automatically like that, but I can't figure out why makes it do that. But they've confirmed there is no pushing the bike backwards or forwards. So kind of hard, especially for like enduro or this, you know, if you get up to an obstacle and you need to back up to reposition the bike, it just does not work good. So hopefully that's something they can work on as we give more feedback on what works. But really, I have not had any slow physics problems. You know, the crazy MX bikes slow physics, that does not happen in this game. That's just kind of nice. But again, there's just some weird... So my foot peg is stuck on this stump here. So it's kind of weird. Let's switch up to first person. Gave some feedback on this to him. It used to be really shaky. And it's still kind of weird. We can't change the offset of the camera right now. It's a little shaky still. You know, pretty much a lot of people think that the first person camera, the dynamic view in MX bikes is one of the best in any MX game for first person. And I only play in first person mode. So this one will have to improve a little bit before I will be able to play with it all the time, because it's just a little weird. Oh yeah, let me show you guys something else. Let's see. Let me switch back to third person. Whoops. Kind of weird cycling through. Now watch this. I hit F on the keyboard. My front light comes on. There is actual lighting for the bikes. Doesn't look really realistic right now, but at least they added it. That's kind of cool. So you can see the light is actually on the track, shining on that object right there. That is pretty cool, I think. So let's see if you can see that turning off. Yeah, see it's turning off and on. Go over to this. Yeah, you can see the wall here. Real-time lighting. That is pretty cool. Go back to first person, do a lap. Whoa, head tube view is not that good. There is bike damage in this, so you can over rev the bike. It's a little unrealistic in the MX mode right now. You know, it sounded like I over revved this two-stroke, and then it sounded like the valve train. It had some valves that were bad. It was kind of strange. You can get chassis damage if you crash too much. And again, I would not recommend this right now. If you are slowly looking for getting this game for the MX or Enduro features, one thing is it's going to take, you know, there's only the two tracks right now, a Supercross track, which I'll show you guys later, And there is this Super Enduro track, which is a replica of Germany 2020, I believe. But it's going to take an ecosystem of, you know, these games don't get really popular until you start getting the track makers and the modders coming to it to get some more content. So until, I think it's not really a catch-22, but the physics, the features, the multiplayer for this motocross mode, enduro mode, will have to improve a lot before you're going to attract track makers. So hopefully, you know, you look at MX bikes, how long that's taking to. Now I'm high-sided. Now I can't see. Now this is where I can't push my bike backwards, and I don't know how to reset the bike to the track. I haven't figured that out. I don't even know if there's a feature to do that yet. So I usually have to go back to the box and respawn there. Go back to the track that way. You can see the bike does have damage on the paint. Not really realistic where the paint, the red plastic turned black. So again, that's probably just a leftover from their paint jobs, like on their MotoGP bikes and TrackDay bikes. Guys, I don't know what else to show you on this. Like I said, there are some cool things. I think the developers are really responsive. At least, you know, I've only been in their Discord for a short time in the dev section, and, you know, giving some feedback on this mode. So we'll see in the future how receptive they are to some of the ideas. There will be some other motocross testers, I'm sure, in there. We can get some more feedback to them. And hopefully this game will actually evolve into something that's, you know, a little bit easier to pick up than maybe MX Bikes or MX Sim. They still say that this is going to be a simulator. It's not supposed to be arcadey. So we'll see how they do. Look out for my next video. I will show some Supercross to you guys. And hope you guys enjoyed this. I always like new Enduro stuff. And it's really cool that these developers actually made a Super Enduro track, which is, it's kind of hard, I think, in any video game to make something good and realistic, but yeah, they're on their way, I think, if they can keep going, and we'll see in the future. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give me some thumbs up. Leave some comments, let me know what you guys think, and be sure go to the Discord for TrackDayR. Check out their website. They're on Steam Early Access. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one. And we're dead.